Okay. तेरी गलियां 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 मुझको भावे गलियां तेरी गलियां.
तुम सब पिघले कि नहीं? पिघले? मैं तो पहले से पिघला हुआ हूँ.
Hello, yeah.
Hello,
Hi,
Disha.
this is
Disha. Hi, Samir here from Movie Talkies. My question is to Disha and Tara. So आज का जो promo है, मेल बॉडीज को ज़्यादा फीचर करता है और फीमेल्स को थोड़ा सस्पेंस में रखता है. Even in the trailer, you two are in the suspense. So don't you think there should be one promo featuring you two?
That's a good idea.
Superb
आप
idea,
मार्केटिंग
sir.
टीम की तरफ आओ जरा. कहाँ पे आप मूवी टॉकीज नहीं, आप हमारे बालाजी टी सीरीज के मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट में आ जाओ. कम, दिस इज अ वेरी गुड आइडिया. मोहित
बहुत
वांटेड
बढ़िया
दिस.
आइडिया है. Yeah, I think मैंने भी सुना था कि I think मोहित सर wanted this, so it's a good idea.
But it's not a bad idea. I think we should consider it. और अभी कोई बोल रहा था कि इतने ट्रेलर क्यों दिखाए? तो देखो, see the difference. See what it is. It's so interesting, right? You can create so much of conversation around just 1 minute of content, right?
Yeah, hi, can I? Hi, this is Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood. Good evening to everybody. I have two questions. The first question is for all four of you all. It's a light-hearted question. So obviously, keeping in the spirit of the Valentine's Day. So, अगर hypothetically speaking, अगर एक ऐसा मौका आया on Valentine's Day, where all four of you all have to pick one famous villain to date. So starting with the lovely ladies, if आप किस
You mean a fictitious character?
Yeah, a fictitious.
From a film, if we had to choose to go on a date.
Or even if, a popular villain from the Bollywood industry or any other industry. So starting with the ladies, if you'll have to go date a noted villain on Valentine's Day, who would that be?
I think, sir, I am very, very fond of this gentleman who I've worked with in my second film, Marjava. He was also an Ek villain. I think I would have to invite Ritesh Deshmukh. He's just the epitome of villainy, and I think I'd love to have him as a date for Ek Villain Returns.
Disha?
Mogambo, Khush Hua.
And Arjun and John, sir, for both of you all, a vamp. अगर villain.
अच्छा, हमको वैम्प ही चूज करना जरूरी है.
नहीं, आप अपने चूज कर सकते हैं villain को भी.
क्या अभी जॉन इधर खड़े तो ज्यादा बोल नहीं सकता, लेकिन क्या धूम की फ्रेंचाइज के जितने हीरोज हैं उनको डेट करने का मन करता है कभी-कभी बिकॉज ऑफ हाउ अट्रैक्टिव दे लुक इन अ फिल्म. सो आई रिमेंबर जब धूम देखी थी, आई थॉट जॉन वाज लुकिंग आउटस्टैंडिंग, एंड देन फॉर मी धूम 2 में जो ऋतिक रोशन लग रहे थे, आई डिड हैव अ स्मॉल क्रश ऑन हिम. सो एज अ विलन आई थिंक आई वुड गो आउट ऑन जस्ट टू हैंग आउट विद ऋतिक रोशन. आई वुड गो आउट ऑन अ डेट विद हिम.
And what about you, John, sir? कुछ आप? John, would you like to?
Yeah, but now you missed the boat. I chose John and Hrithik. It's a ménage à trois.
Okay.
John, would you like to, if you have to go out on Valentine's Day, who would you pick as your villain date?
I can't think of anyone right now. I mean, I really can't. If I think of somebody, I'll let you know.
No problem. Just one last question for Disha. Just looking at your young career so far, when we look at you, you're this divine beauty, and then some of the roles which you've done, they might kind of border a bit on femme fatale. So is this something which, what attracts you to the, for a beauty like you to, what attracts you to these kind of roles?
It's for me or it's for you?
No, it's for you. It's for you. You're the femme fatale. Oh, it's for Tara. Oh, for Disha. Oh, I thought it's for Disha. Sorry. तो सेम आंसर तुम कॉपी पेस्ट करो. चलो हम दिशा को सिखा रहे थे ना, वही तुम चलो. सर आप डिसाइड कर लो अगले प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस जहाँ पे विलेन वर्सेस विलेन फीमेल वाला आएगा ना, आप ये सवाल फिर से पूछ लेना. These roles.
So to be honest,
I mean,
with you,
I'm assuming because of Tadap and now this.
yeah, no, I think it's just so much fun. Sometimes it's good to be bad, sir, and I think it's nice to have the opportunity to do that. I'm very new to this industry, but I think it's more exciting and fun to do something unexpected than your run-of-the-mill heroine roles, which we've seen a dime a dozen in the last many decades of this industry. So I think since we're changing, the industry is changing so rapidly, I think it's just more exciting for us as the young ones to take the baton forward and just do something different with our skill and our talent and make our voice heard. I think it's about time.
Hi, Rashida here from PVM in the center. So my question is to Tara and Disha. Yeah. Don't you feel that actresses are finally getting very meaty parts, as Arjun said, that Equivalent Returns is not about two men fighting, it's also about the two ladies and why they are the villains, the four of them. So, firstly, what do you think took so long for finally seeing actresses up there doing the action, doing meaty roles? And how much did the role excite you personally?
Well, I think once the perception of the audiences changes, the industry will change. It's all about people coming and watching your films, and I feel like once audiences accept us as, you know, the powerful ones, the strong ones, it'll automatically, everything will just fall into place. And I think I am somewhere, I feel like now spending so much time with Mohit sir that I am somewhere twisted in my head. And, and I feel like that sort of thing that I had in my head came into life through this character.
Fantastic. Tara?
You know, ma'am, I think it's got a great deal to do with having a conversation about something that perhaps makes us uncomfortable as a society or as a people. And I think over the last few years, women have had a voice and had their voices heard. And I think the fact that we can sit here today as a group of people in a room and just have this conversation, it just makes it more interesting and more exciting for us. And the fact that we can have that conversation makes it more possible to have these roles. My next film, Apurva, that I just announced very recently, is speaking on this very subject about powerful, strong women and having their voice heard. So I think for sure there are more scripts for young actors and young women today. And I think it's great. It's about time.
Hello,